Early quarterback, late quarterback, what is your cup of tea? Because I'll tell you this, you can win both ways. You can win 100 ways. You can win 1,000 ways. There's no, Smitty, do I go early quarterback? Or Smitty, I've been told I must wait until the 7th and 8th round. The quarterback position's so deep. I've been told this for years, Smitty. Tell me what the answer is. Is it JD5? Is it Josh Allen? Do I wait on Mahomes? Burrow's in between. Do I go Bo Nix? What about Dak Prescott? What about Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams.
You've just been Smitty dissing.
What about maybe even Kyler, Smitty? What about Cam Ward and Penix Jr.? Thousands of ways to hook this up and create a winning team. We're going to talk about when I go one direction, when I go another. Is early quarterback the lean? Is mid quarterback the lean? Is late quarterback the lean? Because I will have a lean. I'll have a strategy I prefer, but it is always about best player available. File on in. Tonight we draft on Underdog as well. Code Smitty. Link in description. Link is pinned as well. Code Smitty gets it done. Let's do it live.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
But Smitty, do I go early quarterback or do I go late? My favorite quarterback is the in-betweener. The one known as Mahomes. The other one known as, yes, Bo Nix. These are the two best values in fantasy football 2025 at the QB position. And in some ways, they're the best values, period, because they're both going in such a crazy territory. Now, we will do two drafts. Don't you worry. Don't get upset. This is a, what is this? What draft is this? Chihuahua 2. We'll do a second one after this. Your boy's going to be on the clock here shortly, and we're going to have to make a, here we are. So I'm going Genty here. That's my go-to pick from this draft slot. Let me see if I can get this thing to, there we go. That way we can put the players on screen so you guys can at least see who's potentially available. There is that right there. Code Smitty gets it done. If you want to draft with us when we draft on the next one together, hit the link that's in the live chat. I'll drop the link one more time in the live chat. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000, but the minimum is only $10. So if you want to get in this $4 draft, it's pretty easy. I'm going Achan and Genty, I think. I like London here. I love balance, but let's go Achan and Genty. Let's take two top 5 running backs, and let's see if we like the wide receivers that fall to us or if we make a mistake. Let's see where from this draft slot. And starting August 1, I'm going to do every single draft slot, how to dominate each individual draft slot. There'll be a video on each pick. I'm going to start that in August 1 so nothing gets outdated, using July data or just talking about July. Achan and Genty can maybe land you several different quarterback options from Burrow to Mahomes to Bo Nix later. I'm sure I'm going to have a shot at JD5 or Josh Allen or a quarterback that's going to make sense at this 35 overall pick, and we'll have to decide if early quarterback is the way to go. Now, the basic, rules of this thing in my mind. First of all, you always keep in mind best player available, BPA. Always. That is rule number 1. That is door number 1. There's no path. I'm going to go hero RB, zero RB, early quarterback, late quarterback, early kicker. None of that matters until you've opened door number 1. Once you go inside door number 1, and door number 1 is BPA, then when you get inside door number 1, you're going to have several other doors that are zero RB. Early QB, and late QB, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's after you go through the BPA door. And it's not even like you commit to any of these. You need to be able to backtrack out the door to make sure you're not committing to a path like, hey, I'm playing a game of chess, and on the 7th move, I'm moving my queen to the middle of the board. No matter what the other pieces look like on the board, no matter the lay of the land, that is committing to a draft strategy without any sort of adaptation or plan of maybe adjusting and adapting as the flow of draft opens doors. So going back to the draft, we got to ask ourselves, who's been taking a QB? The answer is just Lamar Jackson. And that might potentially shove no players that we love down to the 35 overall, and then we make a decision to go JD5 or Burrow later. We'll have to see. I tend to like a lot of players at this turn. And what you've got to do is when you're weighing out whether you go early quarterback or not, you got to ask yourself, is this the best player on the board? If I'm forcing myself to draft, let's say, a Mike Evans, and I don't love Mike Evans as my second or my first or second wide receiver, it's time to punch the good old best player available and grab the guy that could outscore the most amount of players. Okay, Breece Hall, Kyren, Rashee Rice, this is a tough call right here. The wide receivers like Marvin, Garrett Wilson, JSN, my typical usual suspects that I would want as my wide receiver 1 are gone. So we got to make a determination. Do we go Kyren here, punt Rashee Rice? Hopefully he doesn't go with these 2 next picks. Or do we punt Kyren? Let's go Rashee Rice to make sure we're getting that wide receiver, getting that balance. Yes, he could be out 2 to 4 games. There's also a chance he gets no games. And you can call in and argue with me on the phone if you want about that. Hey, Smitty, I heard that it couldn't happen, Smitty. Now, I could go Worthy right here. So Kyren went, but I'm fine. I'd rather have Kyren go than Rashee Rice, and I'm really pissed off about how the board's falling. Also, looking at this the way I think we'll go. Let's go early quarterback. Let's try it. Let's try early quarterback. We got Genty. We got Achane. We got Rice. We got JD5. Now, this is not a move that's going to work out to my benefit if the wide receivers get consumed in a way that I get screwed and don't get players like Travis Hunter, George Pickens, Deebo Samuel, etc., at this next turn. But we'll see what happens because so many wide receivers have been loaded up on. I believe we do see sort of a running back, quarterback, tight end trend. And as so far, we got 2 wide receivers gone out of 4 picks. That's good. As long as we're not over 50% clip ratio, we should be able to swing back around. Now, going best player available can sometimes leave you in a position of having a big void somewhere. You've got a big void like me at wide receiver 2. Some would say 1. I don't think so for me because guess where Rashee Rice was going before all of the suspension talk kicked into high gear? 22 overall, 19 overall, 18 overall. He's still in my mind. And look, 4 wide receivers, not good, but it might go running back straight down. We'll see how it goes. In my mind, he's still a top 5 wide receiver per start. I've got to try and make it out of weeks 1, 2, 3, 4 in worst case scenario territory with some wins. I got to back up this wide receiver room really nicely down at the end here. We'll see how it rolls. We'll see what it looks like. We'll see if the RBs start to kick into high gear. So far, it's wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. Which best ball mania wide receiver? And who knows who's even watching right now to snipe and pile it on. There goes an RB. We'll see. I mean, this guy right here in the 6 spot doesn't have a second wide receiver, so he's probably going wide receiver. These 2 guys at 7 and 8, they may go RB. 6 will go wide receiver most likely, but 7 and 8 may go RB. And honestly, 2 out of the 8, 9, and 10 drafters probably, I think, don't go wide receiver, but we'll see. Some people love just smashing the WR over and over and over. Give me 7 in a row, Smitty. Give me 7 wide receivers in a row. I'm really hoping my boy falls here. I don't think he will. Travis Hunter did not fall. Who is that? Is that a sniper? It might be. This is the cross I bear. We're still looking. We still got Debo as a backup plan. Unless somebody's just watching and sniping, which is fine. That's not going to fail us. We'll get him for sure. The question you got to ask yourself is, do we just hunker down and draft more best player available? Do we take Trey Henderson right here? Go with our flex play and smash. I don't want to go Olave, Addison. Roma Dunze ain't bad. I don't trust Caleb. I'm going to go Trey. And let's go ahead and swing around here. Now, he may go Debo, but without JD5, I don't think he's going to. Unless he's listening, which he very well could be. I kind of recognize that name. We will see. Jennings, okay? Don't do it, Sonny boy. Don't do it. You don't need him. He's too early. Don't do it. Do not do it. I don't like it. He's scrambling. He's looking. He's going to say, I'm just going to reach down. He's going to time out. Okay. Roma Dunze. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Debo Samuel, cuffed to my JD5. I got Rashee Rice, who's a top 5 wide receiver upon his return. Not everybody's cup of tea. I love it. I'm fine with it. This is definitely the kind of challenge your boy loves. Early quarterback. Okay, so what do we learn right now? We learned one lesson, which I'm totally okay with, but I know a lot of people aren't. Early QB presents some problems. Early QB gives you a very light wide receiver in best ball especially, or some sort of lack of running back. If you go heavy wide receiver, early quarterback, you're going to have a void. Early QB creates a large void. So it creates a large, let's write this out. I feel like I'm in class. Large void. A big fat void. And you've got to decide if that's how you like to draft. If you're a nervous Ned, early quarterback isn't for you. If you don't like chasing the position, if you don't like saying, I'm going to go find that Ibuka, that breakout wide receiver, I'm going to get Ibuka, Debo, and Rice to work for me and be my elite, quiet, BTJ's Ibuka. You believe that to be true. You're getting that guy. If you don't like finding gems that way and putting your cojones on the table in the middle rounds for the wide receiver, don't try early quarterback. It creates a very, very large void. If you like to walk out of your draft feeling very calm, no anxious feelings, then you most definitely want to you don't want to go early QB, and you also probably want to go balance if at all possible. So we'll see what this cooks up here as we meander on down. Now, this is going to be really close. This draft spot was really, really tough to land to do the early quarterback. I think that's also a lesson that we've learned, especially in best ball, maybe not in non-best ball, but the wide receivers get raptured so quickly that if you're going to go early QB, probably better not to do early QB with a running back from the 11 spot. Lesson learned, right? Right? Maybe not. Maybe not. We still got some picks till we land this next one. And if we get it, mama, we're coming home, as Ozzy would say. And I'm feeling pretty good. There's a lot of wide receiver drafting with these 2 draft slots at 6 and 7. They may go RB to Ibuka. Hunter and Ibuka. He's watching, bro. Draft your own team. Draft your own team, bro. Jeez. Gibbs, Travis Hunter, Trey McBride, Ibuka. Lesson number 2. No, 3. Lesson 4. You draft with people watching, and you're not going to deploy said strategy. All right, let's see what we can do here. How can we fix this? We had it. It was golden. It was golden. Now it's not. Now it's a little wild up in here. Doesn't even matter at this point. We're going to cuff Rashi and Debo. Now, I can get Hollywood and I can get Royals later and really, really stack this. Phone lines are open. Yes, Travis. We're just going to do it live. Honestly, he's not going to take a receiver I want here, so I'm going to go ahead and punt that. I could bank. Guys, are we banking on Keon Coleman or Trey Harris? Harris or Coleman? Coleman or Harris? Vote in the chat real quickly. You got 16 seconds with an 8-second YouTube delay. Fire it off. 13 seconds on my end. You guys are just now seeing it. 9 seconds. This is going to be tough. This is tough. Keon Coleman, do we just swing big? We'll go Coleman. Because we need it. We need him to do something. We need him to step up. It's honestly not that bad. I mean, Rashee Rice, remember who he is. Remember that he was a top 18 to 20 overall player before the suspension. And so per start, we get a top 5 wide receiver cuffed to Mahomes. Debo cuffed to JD5. The cross stackage is nice. The board didn't fall good. We've got a sniper who's literally just taking your boys' players and just drafting my team. So hard to really learn a lot here in some respects. But I think if I had to give anybody a couple warning shots on this particular early quarterback strategy right now is don't go RB in conjunction with it. Go balance. My best advice I could give. But the problem is sometimes you got to make these determinations while you're going. And I'd already chose to go RB without wanting to go early quarterback yet. But reverse engineering, early quarterback, in best ball, late draft slot, in a snipe environment, going RB is maybe a little problematic. But I still like the team. I mean, this is still a pretty good team. And, you know, a lot of the people that tell you the stat Sammys out there, the Excel sheet Erics will be like, you're 17% likely to make the playoffs if you go wide receiver in the first 3 wide receivers in the first 5 rounds. If I got Igbuka, if Hunter would have fallen, which he probably would have, and Igbuka would have fallen, which he probably would have, this would be a whole different conversation. I'd be circling the studio on a pony with a hat on, with the birthday hat on, and one of those like music maker things that you what do they call the party horns. What DJ, you're live.
Smitty, I love the Bills.
It's nice.
Kind of disagree as it relates to your running back, receiver, and then a JD5. Here's why. Excuse me. I think it's it's a great point, but the running backs that you drafted in those positions, in terms of their production from a standpoint of being able to receive as well as their rushing, and touchdown equity, from a standpoint of what I think and what I saw in the terms of the right receivers going running back, in that board, I think they can outproduce them. Ashton, as we already know, is and can be just a PPR type monster, half PPR or PP.
Let's see.
Genty, I think that is the expectation. So in those 2 running backs, that wide receiver production that I think we might be missing from going that strategy, I think it'll be covered up. And then if you're going early quarterback, then go early quarterback.
After
the 85.
Yeah. The thing is, if we weren't in a snipage environment, I really believe we would have had at least one of Hunter or Ibuka or both, and that is a whole different conversation. You know, hold on, let me draft this real quickly. Do I have a tight end yet? I do not. I know I should be scooping up wide receivers left and right, but I can't pass on Evan Ingram here. Okay. And Kelsey's gone, so I didn't want to take that. Now I need to swing back over to wide receiver and focus on this. If I had Knicks, I would really like Marvin Mims, and I kind of like Marvin Mims anyway right here. Marvin Mims, there's all kinds of reports about how they really believe he's the 2, and he was last year, and they're going to use him in crazy ways, I'm hearing, and they're moving him all around the field. And there's a lot of upside of Marvin Mims. He's starting to become one of my favorite mid-round, 120, 110, 130 range, selections. So I like this a lot. Let me check my bye weeks real quickly. Running backs 8, 12, 14 with Genty, Achan, Hendy. That's great. Wide receivers 10, 12, 7, 12 with Debo and Mims sharing that 12. I've got a 12 bye week Evan Ingram, and then my quarterbacks JD5 and Mahomes have 12 and 10 different bye weeks. So feeling pretty good there. I mean, again, this is a tough spot to be in because of the snipage. I really believe that it had this gone a different way with one of those picks, we'd be saying that this actually is an amazing strategy. But it does. Let's see here. I think we got.
You misstepped when you picked up Travian Henderson.
Well, I mean that's your.
You should have drafted Hunter, and if you would have drafted Hunter, you would have went Hunter and then Debo, and then
I was trying to.
You already had your 2 running backs. You had your 2 running backs already set. You didn't need Henderson. You needed your wide receiver more.
Yeah, Ron. He went before Trey Henderson.
Right. Right.
No.
He would be. Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, he went in the 4th round after you picked Henderson.
Ron, he went at 54. Henderson. Ron, that's the whole point.
You could have gotten Buka.
At the 4th round?
No, you could have.
Ron, now you're switching it up though. You just called in and said I'm wrong, and then now you realize that wasn't true. Now you're going up for Ibuka. The point is he sniped on both of them. So what I'm saying is, if that's the whole point, is if Hunter at 54 fell, and he usually does, it would have been.
Yeah, and Buka, I would have went in Buka instead of Travis Henderson there.
Come on,
I
Ron.
Sure would have.
Ron,
because I could have come back down.
Ron,
I could have come back
Ron,
down.
Ron, you're calling in to argue
later.
You've called in to argue last night. Now you're calling to argue tonight. Like, Ibuka's not going anywhere in that territory. You're not going to take Ibuka in the 5th round. Like, not to mention you could take him.
Why not? You've jumped up on players before in a snipe environment.
Come on, Ron. Come on, man.
You have.
Ron, I know I have. That doesn't. It's not relevant. Doesn't make everything connect. Like, oh, you reached before reach on Ibuka in round 5. He doesn't have an ADP anywhere near round 5. Like you want to say I should have reached for Ibuka at the 6th round pick. That's even crazy. Is
Travis on the line?
Like you're trying to tell me to take 5. No. Ron strikes again. Ron, you cracked me up tonight and yesterday, man. Where am I at? Am I almost on the clock?
I don't know. Your whole thing is messed up. It does not show in your next pick.
There we go.
You haven't scrolled down.
All right, let me go over to. Is Travis on the phone? I think I added him. No, he didn't call yet. All right, hold on a second. Let me make this pick before Ron entirely derails my train of thought. Hold on. Pat Bryant. Oh, jeez. I don't love these picks here. These wide receivers are not it. I'm not going to commit to it. I'm going to go best player available here. Love where Dylan Sampson's at right now. We'll go Samsonite. Go the briefcase. He's been climbing too. His ADP is hard to speculate on because all the news that's piling up in regards to his situation. All right, let me see if I can force a wide receiver here. Jack Besh, Pat Bryant. You guys like Pat Bryant enough to take him here?
I like Pat. I always get Pat.
I got Mims, so it makes sense, if one's going to do well.
Well,
yeah.
How far is Hollywood? Where's Hollywood at right now? Or did he already go?
He already got taken. Probably by the same guy that's been
taken. He did. In the last round now, he got team number 4. Picked him this last round before the turn.
No, look, I don't think I made any mistakes. The only problem was I got sniped and it's hard not to get sniped even when I go live, like people are jumping in real quickly in the drafts. But it's, you look at this team and like I said, if one of Hunter or Buka had fallen to the proper spot, then I would have, and I could have taken Hunter in that 4 or in that. No, I couldn't have. Like that's the whole point. I couldn't take him in that. Let's see. I could have taken him in the 4th round, instead of that 5th round pick instead of Trey Henderson, which is where I think you got confused. You thought that was the 4th round. I could have taken him instead of JD5, which honestly, if I could go back, I would probably say that's one avenue to do this. But I'm not regretting it because he could have fallen. And sometimes what I always tell people is it's a $4 draft. I think that you take Hunter early there, your team is good, but you're way more likely to win the whole thing on risking and getting the right players to fall. So if Hunter falls to that pick where Henderson got drafted, that's where I get the team that can win it all. I think you got to take those gambles. I think that's probably one of the more important lessons here. You have to take gambles because it's going to be the roster that shouldn't have ever been created. People were sleeping at the wheel. You had God on your side while you're drafting, and somehow, some way, the right players fall and they shouldn't. That's what's going to be the team that wins it. So I'm more than willing to risk it and miss on a $4 draft. Now, $25 best ball, I could see myself, maybe over time not doing that. But with $4 drafts, I'm glad I took the risk, and I still like the team. The team's still really good. It just would have been amazing had I at least got Hunter or at least got Igbuka.
If your draft position would have been different, if you would have been towards the middle of the draft, you would have probably got all the players you wanted.
Exactly. And that's why I don't think early quarterback failed here. And I went bully. I went early and bully quarterback. But I don't think early quarterback failed me. I think it was the combination of snipe. But that's fine. You got to test it out. And even if I did it again, it might be different and I land the players. But Jaden Blue, that's a nice pick. I don't know if that's one of our people in the chat there because I don't know if his ADP was there. Whenever you see somebody go like 15 picks early, it's likely one of ours. So my wide receivers right now are Rice, Debo, Keon Coleman, Mims, and Bryant. That's not bad. It's actually pretty good. I could do a little.
What about Thornton?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna time out, and he's in my queue. So that was a little bit of a reach. As I get later though, in the 14, 15 round, I'm not worried about reaching there. So I took Thornton there. I timed out on him. The next wide receiver I might take because I think I could go Royals. I should probably go Royals here. So I'll go Royals here. That was a little bit of a reach too, but that's all right. I got it all squared away. This wide receiver room is risky, but it's kind of fun. I've got Rice, Royals, Debo, Keon Coleman, Marvin Mims, Pat Bryant, and Thornton. It's not my favorite wide receiver room, but it's actually pretty salvageable. Or salvaged. My running back stable is Genty, Achane, Hendy, and Dylan Sampson. That's fantastic. My quarterbacks are JD5 and Pat Mahomes, and my tight end is Ingram. It's pretty good. I don't think it failed at all. I just think it's not.
No, with Mims can get you those. He can get you those spike weeks too, where he just goes off because he always has those weeks where he catches one or two long touchdown balls, And
yeah.
So Mims will work out for you.
Look, you got to try. You got to try. You got to try to let players fall because you're winning the big money when you get things to go. You don't reach the whole draft. You get good value and players fall that shouldn't fall. I think that's when you win these leagues. But I like this team. I really do. I think if I would have got Knicks, I would have been really happy. But he went a little bit earlier than I anticipated, and I wouldn't have been afraid to go triple bully. I really wouldn't have, because a lot of the wide receivers I liked, like Mims, were a little further down, and that's why I was tempted to punt wide receiver even a little more. Even though people think it's crazy, I go quiet on wide receiver between, I would say, sometimes. Normally, I'm not drafting Keon Coleman in wide receivers in this 8, 9, 10, 11 round range. I'm smashing RB because I feel like it's not a dead zone, but it's a very bland zone. Like, look at all these players, except for Mims. I like Mims. Ayuk, I don't want Ayuk on my roster. Cooper Kupp, or Bateman, nah. Burden, no thanks.
Hey.
Trey Harris, I love. Kupp, I don't like.
Hey, you're still gonna need a second tight end, and Sennett's there in the late round. Don't forget him.
Yeah, running back.
With Daniels.
Could use another RB here. Let's maybe go Jacory. I look, we're getting close to the end anyway. I'm reaching like a bastard on these things, but so we got Jacory Krosky Merritt. We're gonna go with I don't know if this guy's on auto because he's drafting immediately. It just swings right to me. Let's go early Arroyo here. Not real early. And so the team's looking like this for anybody wondering what the big picture looks like. We got from this Genty spot in the 11. Genty, Achane, Rashee Rice, Jaden Daniels, Trevion Henderson, Deebo Samuel, Pat Mahomes, Keon Coleman, Evan Ingram, Marvin Mims. Yeah, Mims, I'm drafting a lot of Mims right now. It's almost like I'm drafting Mims in every draft right now. I know I go through waves of that. And right now, Mims and Arroyo and Thornton. And I wouldn't say Dylan Sampson yet because there's other players I try and grab like Blue. But Arroyo, Thornton, and I'm
drafting a lot of Thornton and in mine.
Okay.
A lot of Pat Bryant too.
Let me see what these Ron dropped a $20 super chat. I haven't even got to these super chats yet. I got distracted. $20 holler, Ron.
I know. Well, I came in so hot on
Super
you.
chat alert.
Like, you even noticed my $20 super chat at the beginning.
Sneaky Smitty started a draft before going live. It wasn't that sneaky because I had 2 snipers in here. Is it dumb to like Deontay Johnson as a flyer? I mean, Mac, I don't know. This is a guy.
Yes.
This is the guy that says, well, I just don't want to be mean. It's not dumb. It's just, it's not wise.
He hasn't done nothing.
He doesn't have any potential. This is the guy that says potential instead of potential, Mac.
None.
He's like, I don't know if he's
He didn't do anything with Carolina. He did nothing with Baltimore when he went there. He's done nothing since leaving Pittsburgh.
Why are you hating so much on Caleb and the Bears, Smith? Is it hate, Dragon, or is it me being correct? Because so far I've been nothing but correct. And I think it feels like hate because you don't like what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way it usually is. That's the way it goes for me. If I say something someone doesn't like, it's hatred. If I'm correct on it, it's hype and it's the truth. It's Smitty's preaching the facts. Oh, wait, I don't like this, though. This is bias. This is my team. I've been 100% right on Caleb. Every single thing we predicted to a T. And to be honest, to give flowers where flowers are due, Ron, on the phone line right now, and probably on this show, Ron was the one that said Caleb would fail first when everyone was hyping him. And I remember Ron called in really early before he played his final season. And Ron said, I think Caleb's going to fail. He's pretentious or whatever you said. And I remember we all went, whoa, Ron, he's the
leader.
the highest touted, player. I'm going to go an extra receiver here because I need, let's see, 8, 12, 14, 9, 12. I think my running backs are okay. I'm going to take Yoshi Boss. I think that's pretty good here. And then my run. So I guess I could take another quarterback. Yeah, that guy's on auto because it goes straight to me. I'm going to cue Ben Sinnott in case I time out. Wide receiver is probably the one I need to draft the most. And I just timed out. Okay, so I timed out on Ben Sinnott, which is fine. Team's good. I like it. Is it my favorite? No. Could I have smashed it if I didn't have Hunter and Ibuka get taken? Yes, I would have. I keep on getting C's and D's. I didn't know if you're trying to plan like CDs, CDs. CDs. He's nuts, lamb. C and D's on ESPN mock drafts, but I feel like I'm drafting good. You want to get C's and D's because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't. No one gives rookies any value. You go look at the projection. It probably has like Genty, 1,100 yards rushing. It probably has Hendy, barely starter material. Probably has Harvey and Hampton all under 1,000 yards. Like, you can't look at the projections. My picks from 1.8 to 12 were Achan, London, JSN, Hall, Tet, Trey, Harris. Okay, well, this team right here, I do like it. You've probably taken Trey Harris too high, unless that's not the order. It seems like you were telling me that was your order, but I like what you have. I just think it's almost like you're missing a little bit of the middle area here, like you're maybe not posting at all, because there's no way you go from Hall, Tet to Trey Harris to Prescott Kraft. I don't think. Look, you're on the right track. There's nothing wrong with that team. Nothing wrong with that team. All right, let's jump into one more, guys, or maybe two more. Let's jump into one. This is going to be a Chihuahua 2. Okay. Jump into it and click on the link. The link is in the live chat. Go. They fill really quick. There's a lot of people drafting right now, too. So if you get in an overflow, don't be upset or anything. Like, I can't even control. There's like 5 spots when I hit it. And it went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it was gone. So we're not always going to get in the same draft, but at least you're drafting alongside of us, and it's sometimes more fun to even do it that way. So this was a decent squad. Let's see what we got pick wise on this other one. Let me see real quickly. Let me pull it up. Drafts. I think it filled so quickly. Let me find the one that's counting down right now. Where are you? Where are you? I got so many drafts pending. There we are. I guarantee I have more than anybody right now. I'm pending.
Pending? You mean on the slow draft?
Yeah, like I got it's wild. It's I wake up.
Me too.
I have to wake up in the middle of the night to draft. I have to wake up twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got the 12 pick. I don't know. Hey, Carmine, that's not a bad squad. If I was to give you any advice, I would say try different players other than JSN there and just mix that up a little bit. Only because I like Garrett Wilson, a few other players better, and try going like Kyron there. Try going, try a little bit of Rice in the 4 or 5 territory. Travis Hunter, I love Travis Hunter way more than Tet. Tet looks good right now, and he belongs in the 5th round. He could smash from the 5th round. That's a great territory for him to be in right now. I think it was so wild that he climbed as high as he did. And there's no explanation for why he's fallen, because he's only gotten better in camp. So it's weird. It's so strange that Tet McMillan is not climbing when he's looked better and better, and yet he was going like in the 3-4 turn a little while ago. Now, he's going in different places on different platforms, so it's possible in Best Ball Mania he's still going extremely high. But try drafting a little Travis Hunter. Try drafting, mixing it up just a little bit. All right, Bijan, Jamar Chase, Gibbs. Who's in this draft right now? Ron got in. I think I recognize the 2 spot Big. I think I recognize. I think Bear Down is one of ours. I want to say the 11th spot right before me might be. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Jaime dropping the super chat. It's a slow draft, says Jaime. The one you're in, I don't know.
Yeah, why is it 10 hours?
What?
Mine says the Chihuahua too. It says 10 hours. You picked 10 hours.
We jumped into. We all jumped into.
How did we do that?
We all jumped in.
Said they're all slow drafts.
Oh, that's because somebody's filled already. They just made it automatically slow.
Yeah.
You give people a chance to get in.
Oh my! Really? How did we?
Yep.
It just
flipped.
Like
11 hours.
It just flipped though, because we just did 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It just flipped.
I restarted my thing because I thought I was seeing things. I kept going. I was like 10 hours. I saw I was in there, but it's like
Ron,
10 hours. Really?
I'm not sure if you can back away from the phone a little bit because I think everyone's seeing your. Or I saw you. Someone say you're reverbing, and I kind of hear it too.
Am I? Oh, okay.
Let's try. That's right. Let's try getting in. Yeah, we'll have to get another one. Let's see how quickly this flows. But I mean, everybody joined it at the same time, and they're flying off the board. So I imagine everybody's here, but it could just take one person to step out. You know, like if they saw that and then
one person will ruin it.
You know, it's like that slow draft you do when everybody's online but one guy. And you're like, come on, bro. So this guy at the 8 pick could have saw that and just walked away. Just like we might walk away and leave it on the 10-hour timer. That's cool. We all got into a best ball slow though. You know, it's not like we joined a $5 league together. We got into a slow draft together, which is kind of hard to do sometimes, I guess. That's cool.
You can take your time sniping each other.
Yeah, Ron can take his sweet time ruining his draft just to get me back for something I didn't see that I did. I never try and snipe Ron. I don't think I ever have on purpose, but he still gets mad over it. Why are you hating on Caleb? Okay, so I'm not. I told you that already. I'm sorry, my boy, that you take it offensively. I really don't mean any offense to the Bears fans out there. I don't know if he even responded to that. Okay, let's get into I really like, we might do 2 more. Let's see if we can do 2 more. That way everybody kind of has a shot to get in. They're so hard to get in. Let's get into, I don't know if we'll do a weeklies yet. Let's do a weeklies last. Because I love that format as well. Should we do a best? Let's do a eliminator. All right, click on an eliminator. Ron, eliminator. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Filled very fast. That was like 3 spots in that one. Well, hopefully the weeklies is best when I hit the button and there's like 11 spots left, and it's like just me, and then it goes 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. But again, don't fret if you didn't get in, because you just draft alongside. Sometimes it's better not to be in the draft with everybody. I don't know. Okay, this one's
I didn't get into that one with you.
This one I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna open up the eliminator. So I'm sorry to anybody that's in that draft.
Yeah, I got into a different one.
All right, well, tell us how you're doing in it as you're drafting.
Fully Loaded. That's a familiar name.
Yeah, I think the ones are recognized.
I'm in the 8th spot.
This one only had 4 spots when I clicked it. It said 4 remaining. I can't control that, guys. And I think only 1 or 2 people got in. I think it's the 6th spot. Big or Biggie or whatever, and then I want to say Nick. Nick P. All right. Let me pull it up. So I got the 9 pick. We're talking early quarterback. I'm very tempted to go early quarterback again to prove that it can look better, but I'm going to let best player available guide me, because that's the whole lesson. That's the whole point here, is when you feel that you don't love who fell on the board, you go in the direction of the quarterback because it is the best player available, right? You're saying to yourself, I don't want to draft T. Higgins here, or whatever the case may be. Use the player, or I'm DJ Moore, and I'm looking at, let me just scroll down and give you some examples. I don't trust Mike Evans to stay healthy. McLaurin's holding out. You're concerned, and you're like, I'll just take, and Josh Allen fell. I'm just going to take Josh Allen, because I think if we swing back around, I'd rather have Travis Hunter later, like et cetera, et cetera. So I took Genty at the 9 as an automatic tap, a tippity tap. Yes, sir. And for anybody that says that you taking a quarterback early is wrong because it's a loaded position, that's not the correct way to analyze it. It has nothing to do with that. Every position's loaded. It's what it really comes down to is the best fit for that squad and all of the things that are, let's see here. Man,
I've done mostly early quarterback in my draft.
I kind of want to go. Do I go BT or Bucky? 5 seconds.
BT. Well, I don't know. Who was your first pick?
Genty. So we'll go balance here.
Yeah, BT.
We'll go balance here, and we'll see how it plays out for us to go early quarterback with the balance. And also, I'm such a Travis Hunter prone drafter. We will have BT and Hunter on this team if he falls, just so you guys know. Which I'm fine with. It's not necessarily going to kill us, because, I could get T. Law as well. Hey, Smitty, where do you take Travis Hunter in a 14-team IDP? You need to sort by your projected points. Maga, before I tell you to go do it and take him in the top 5, you have to know your scoring, because your commissioner might have tinkered with the scoring and he's ranking as the 15th overall player and not the 4th or 5th. So if it's a 1 QB, and I don't see that this says Superflex anywhere, if it's a 1 QB, you take all the quarterbacks out, obviously, but go to your scoring, and Maga, I'm going to check back for your answer. Go to your scoring, go to 2025 projections, and overall, where is Hunter being projected? If it's behind Bijan, Jamar Chase, and like 2 or 3 other guys, then he needs to be taken in IDP in the top 5. It might not seem natural to you, but you got to look at your scoring. Now, that will determine my answer. I can't give you an answer unless you tell me what the scoring is. And thank you for the super chat. I'll await your response, young man. Matthews thinks it's funny to take BT over Amon-Ra. Okay, Matthews. Can you imagine thinking that one has to think one way over the other between BT and Amon-Ra? Like, can you imagine that being the one thing you call out? An even Steven, very arguable, BT versus Amon-Ra. Like, that's about as hard of a decision as you could come up with. I mean, Puka too. I mean, why didn't you say Puka? You're four more.
Yeah, I would have said Puka over Amon.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, if you're going to try and nitpick. And number 2, it's like no one agrees with you, bro. Ask anybody in the chat. No one's going to be on your side on that one. You're in your own world. You hear? Am I right? Am I right? He went BT instead. BT was number 4 last year, bro.
Oh, I figured you would have picked Dobbins over Amon-Ra.
Dobbins? Okay.
Not you, Smitty.
Oh.
My buddy there that there's nothing to see here comment.
Yeah. So
these I got a chuckle out of that. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But I wanted to ask you, what about Caleb Johnson, Ron? What's been happening? What do you think?
He's gonna be good. He's looking good. He's
In terms
I'm kind of excited to see him, and I'm kind of like we'll see what Aaron can do. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see if Aaron can save Tomlin's job or not. We'll see what kind of year it is. But I think Caleb's going to have a good year.
Matthew says Garrett Wilson is dead.
He might hit a rookie wall, though. He might hit a rookie wall towards the middle.
Matthew said, played fantasy before? I can kind of sense you're new to it. Garrett Wilson's dead, bro, is what he said. All right, let's go with a... I like Rashee Rice here. This is a unique team for me. Garrett Wilson, BT, Rice, and Genty. I'm going to do it.
Oh, there's the back from Matthews. I'm just trolling.
Okay. Well, how about we do this, Matthews? How about we do this? How about I put you in a timeout of of 10 minutes. There you go. Now you can think about how much time you waste and maybe come back with a different attitude and approach. And if not, we'll hit the other button. So, Matthews, you think about that in 10-minute timeout. You're done. As Ben Johnson said to Caleb in the first team a couple days ago, you're done. After the first INT, you're done. I got to make a video. I got to write that on my board. I got to make a you're done video. Although I kind of feel like it needs to be performed live. And maybe I don't need a video. Maybe I just combine it with this and say, you're done.
Hey, Smitty, did you see in the pick section where they're because the first preseason game's tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
They got the picks in there. You can with Trey Lance and
Vidal.
Hey, boys. Yeah, I looked at it.
Yeah.
I got a real good shot here. I don't want to say it.
Don't say it.
Yeah, I mean everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Say it.
Thinking anyway, though.
You said it earlier. Don't repeat it.
I'm really hoping Caleb falls here. I don't know. Oh yeah, take a lap. I guess that would be better. Hold on, let's try this. You're done. You're done. You're done. Okay, so Burrow is available, just so everybody knows. George Pickens is available. It's a nice pick. I got 3 wide receivers.
Yeah, somebody just took them in my draft. They just took Pickens.
Okay. Trey Henderson, Harvey.
There goes Burrow.
Trey Henderson, Harvey, and Hunter. Henderson's the highest.
Harvey.
I'm going to go. Ron, hold on a second.
Every time you open up your name on my draft, they're taking them.
Ron, hold on a second.
There goes Henderson.
Ron, hold on. I didn't get anybody's opinions on that one. All right, so Hendy.
I'm in Smithville.
How does an eliminator work?
My Lord.
That's why Rice does fall. Eliminators, the first 16 or the top 6 teams in week 1 advance. The bottom 6 teams are done. You're done. You're out. No second chance, nothing. Then in week 2, every single person left, which is half the field, because half of it got eliminated. Half the field is matched up 1v1. And then you're 1v1 all year, each week. You never play more than one person a week. And then the loser's out, that's half the field, and half the field wins. And then you get down to the math that makes sense that you get down to 3 people in week 17. So week 16, there's 2 people in each, 1v1. But in week 17, Robert says that I get your super chat. Robert, I'm sorry, I didn't answer it yet, but I do have it right here. So Harvey got taken. I would 100% taken Harvey if he was there. I will say that Travis Hunter, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. That hurt. That hurt bad. You know what's crazy is these ADPs are lining up perfectly, and it's not helping necessarily. Do I go? I should go Debo here. I'm going to go Debo here. So I got Genty and Henderson. I got BT, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, and Debo. So in Eliminator, I've got 4 wide receivers with Rashee Rice probably out for 2 to 4 games, let's say. So I've got 3 very good wide receivers to cover. Keeper League, Achane at the 2nd round or McBride at the 4th round. Achane goes in the 2nd round. McBride goes in the 3rd round. So McBride's a slight edge, but I suppose, yeah, you've almost got to take that edge because Achane, that's where his ADP lives. However, if you've got a late 2nd round pick and you know that, it might be worth taking that because that's a pretty damn good value. The only thing I would say, though, is that you look at it. Actually, no, I'd say no, because you look at it from the perspective of you write in McBride in 4, and now you get, well, it's pretty even, though. So Achane at bottom 2, and then you're getting your 4th round pick, and let's say that's Hendy, Harvey, or Hunter. So Achane and Hunter versus maybe, let's just call it Kyron, because we love Kyron. And it's a keeper league, so everybody's kind of pulled up a little bit. So Kyron and McBride versus Hunter and Achane. Very arguable. You can't really go wrong because of that 4th round you get if you keep Achane in 2, and that 2nd rounder you get back if you keep McBride in 4. It's kind of the same. Phone line. Do you guys like Achane and Hunter, or Achane and Hendy, or Achane and Rashee Rice, or whatever? Or do you like McBride and let's call it a? I mean, he might not even get Bucky. You never know.
Yeah, I think it would depend on how many running backs are being kept, and which running backs are being kept. If a ton of running backs are off the board, I'd take Achane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Achane.
I think because the 4th round's so strong, I think I do too. Ibuka went a little early there. Okay, I'm going to take Mahomes right here. I thought maybe I'd get Ibuka on the way back, but that's not going to happen. But Mahomes is fantastic. So Genty, Hendy, BT, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, and Debo. That's pretty good. So we did an early quarterback, and I think the lesson tonight, if I'm being honest, is not that early quarterback sucks, but it does. There's more roadblocks. When you get through it, it looks beautiful, but you're probably gonna go through a lot of more misses that way, and it doesn't mean it doesn't work though. And we also tested it in an environment where there's snipage. So I don't know that it was a fair assessment, but no one should be running away from early quarterback. It really just depends on. But I love this middle round quarterback. Like Mahomes is just perfect. On the clock here, I need some RBs, but you guys know I love Bo Nix here. Travis Kelce's here as well. You guys like Kelce or Scattaboo or Bo Nix and try and get Ingram later? 5 seconds.
I like Nix.
I like Scat.
I'm going to go bully QB here. I can't stop going bully QB. Either going to win me a ton of money or I'm going to end up falling short in every draft because I have that one less player. But the way I look at it too, though, is that my cost of entry on both these guys is so low, but yet I expect one, if not both, to be top 6.
Bitch. Every time you mention the name, I got all the snipers in my league. Everybody that's watching your show is in my draft.
But there's a 10-second delay.
Everybody.
It's a 10-second delay, though, so I don't think they're drafting.
Well, I know, and you mentioned Scattaboo over 10 seconds ago, and he just went right before me.
Well, who you want me to mention? Want me to mention Caleb again? Caleb comes to this turn right here. I mean, I don't think I could help myself.
Ron's in mid-season form already. Came in fire last night.
I don't think I could help myself. Did we? Oh, we got. Oh no, I thought we had another phone caller. Mixon seems like a value in the 8th round, bro. I don't even think I'd draft Mixon.
Who's all in here?
I mean, that's probably exaggerated a little bit, but I can't envision him falling enough that it will make sense. And of course, I got smashed on the Ingram. You know, did that guy ever respond with his scenario? Let's see. The super chatter was, who was it? It was MAGA. MAGA, did you ever give me your scenario? You didn't. You asked me, and I said, "Hey, what does it look like?" Oh, Kelsey's still there.
Oh no, he did. He did.
He did?
Yeah. You want to find her? You want me to read it to you?
Oh, I found it. Here it is. Okay, Hunter is protected at 34 for wide receiver and DB. He's protected at 34 for wide receiver and DB. If he plays both sides... Oh, projected. Sorry, it's very far away from my screen. Projected for... Okay. If he... Let me make it bigger. I can't even read it. It gets stuck on my screen. You guys can't see it, but it gets stuck and it's blurry for a second. And let's say restart my computer. There it is. If he plays both sides of the field, he'll get points for receptions and tackles, etc. This is a full point per PPR league and 2 points per tackle. Feels like a cheat code, but you didn't answer my question though. My question is, go to your projections and tell me where he's ranking. Like, sort by all players 2025 projections and where is he ranked. And take all the quarterbacks out if it's 1 QB. Is he 4th out of all non-quarterbacks? Is he 5th? Is he 6th? This tells you what your scoring is accounting for and how good the scoring is. Jaden Blue, of course. So can you get back to me on that real quickly? Look at that and give me the exact rank that he has on the projections. That's what I'm interested in. That's going to tell me everything I need to know. If you tell me he's ranking behind Gibbs...
34th overall.
Okay. I'm sorry, Hunter, or B Mag, you did say that. 34. I'm sorry. I don't know why I missed that. Okay, I even read it.
With the QBs, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so B Mag, if he's ranking 34, yeah, take all the quarterbacks out. I think that's what I was, yeah, Travis is right. That's where I was going. Take all the quarterbacks out. Where does he rank? But this sounds like your scoring is not all as advantageous as most, though. If he's ranking 34, it doesn't make sense. Are there platforms that allow you to have 2 copies, 1 DB, 1 wide receiver? Like you have to draft them twice?
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just wondering if that is going on with his format or something. Because he's saying ranks 34 at DB, and honestly, I don't think you're sorting by wide receiver and DB. I think that's overall, and it's just telling you his positions are DB and wide receiver. But I'm going to leave it right here, Mag, to answer your question. But I want to know where he ranks out after you take the quarterbacks out. That's the important part. So we'll wait for your answer, my boy. You guys like this team so far? Here's my squad. It is Genty. It's from the 9 spot. Genty, BT, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Trevion Henderson, Debo, Pat Mahomes, Bo Nix, Travis Kelce, and Zach Charbonnet.
Like it.
And it is an eliminator. And I haven't really looked at my bye weeks.
You want to know my team so far?
Yeah, can I just real quick because I got a draft. Then I'll ask you. Genty, Henderson, Charbonnet. Looks like my bye weeks are okay, so I don't have to worry too much yet. Let's go with Dylan Sampson. So I got Charbonnet, Sampson. Okay. Go ahead, Ron.
Yep. Okay. Puka, Chase Brown, Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, Travis Hunter, Mbuka, Baker Mayfield, Travis Etienne, Zach Charbonnet, and Trey Harris.
Okay. And Ron, by the way, Mbuka is going around 80 or something, so yeah, definitely avoid him in 5. Like, you could reach at the top of 7. Ron earlier.
Oh, no, I'm with a bunch of snipers because he wouldn't even made it back to me if I would have waited.
Well, where'd you take him?
That's the way this is going.
Where'd you take him?
Hold on. I'm on the clock. Hold on.
All right, so am I. Let's see. Bigsby, Garendo. I'm going to go Bigsby. I'm going to swing big with Bigsby. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that Tank fell. I do have 3 bye week 8 running backs, by the way. But I have Trey Henderson and Dylan Sampson as non-week 8 bye week running backs, though. So I'm kind of okay. I could stop drafting here.
Out on me.
My running backs are Genty, Hendy, Charbonnet, Dylan, Sampson, Bigsby. My quarterbacks are Mahomes and Bo Nix. Both share different bye weeks. My wide receivers are BT, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Debo, and Kelce. This is a filthy team, if I have to say so. And my receivers don't share a single bye week. I've got the most elite wide receiver room you could possibly have, I think, in this draft. That you could have drafted in this draft, and not one shares the same bye week, which is outstanding.
Nice.
Just outstanding. Nice. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, I took it.
Hold on one second.
In the 6th.
Hold on one second. Oh, in the 6th? Okay. Mahomes, Bo Nix, different bye weeks. Genty, Hendy, Sharbs, Dylan Sampson, Bigsby. And during that brutal week 8, I got Hendy and Dylan. So that's okay. BT 8. Garrett Wilson by week 9. Rashee Rice by week 10. Debo Samuel by week 12. Travis Kelce by week 10. That's pretty damn good. That team is phenomenal. Those receivers are all...
You got Kelce and Nix.
Yeah. I wish I would have gotten Ingram.
Question for Travis.
Yeah, B-Mag, if you got that answer, let me know. Go ahead.
Hey, Travis. So with Henderson and Harvey, what do you have them? How do you see them? I know you're a Pats fan, but of course, you know you're a professional. So how do you see them?
I think I'm on the same page with Smitty. I mean, like I like Henderson a little better, but the situation Harvey got put in is just like amazing. So if I don't know how I don't know how fast either will start. You know, I think they're both going to be big pieces right from the get go. So to me, like I'd give the edge to Hendy, but I really can't blame him.
Good right now. It's day to day, man. To be honest with you, I mean, yesterday it was Harvey popping off a 40-yard run, and Sean Payton saying that the whole coaching staff looked at each other and they're like, that was special. And then the next day, it's freaking. Let me just grab Pat Bryant here. The next day, it's freaking. It's Hendy looking just utilized all over, catching the football, looking just smooth, and I just feel my gut tells me, like, when I look at this, and then Mag did reply, so I'll get to that in 1 second. Mag, just hang tight real quickly. But when you look at this like footage here of Hendy, I'm telling you, sometimes you just, I'm on the clock. Hold on. Am I on the clock yet or no?
Kind of like Brees Hall and Walker days, you know? I mean, we love them both, and they both did really good their rookie years.
This right here. It's not, again, we get to say, oh, you don't say this about Caleb when he throws a touchdown, but some of it is about like watching the players' movement and how fluid they are. He's such a good player, and he's a lot bigger than he appears to people. People think he's kind of a small guy. He's not, and he can take the work up the gut. He just didn't get asked to do that in college, but I just love the way he moves, and I just really believe that the usage today and the way that May's working directly with them, it's not like it's an unknown, territory we're going into. He's the future. He's the pass protector. He's the third down back. And even if he shares, let me see, I'm going to time out. I went Benson because I was going to time out and I didn't want to get somebody I didn't want. So may have went a little overboard on RB here and I got to adjust and adapt. Now I've got 1, 2, 3. Well, I got Mahomes and Knicks. I could go 2 QBs. Genty, Hendy, Charbonnet, Dylan Sampson, Tank Bigsby, Benson. It's a pretty good running back room. And honestly, I could go 1 wide receiver light, probably. Because all my BT, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Debo all share different bye weeks. Bryant shares Debo's bye week. And by the time 12 comes around, Rashee Rice is back, so Rice, Garrett Wilson, and Thomas. I'm actually fine at wide receiver if I wanted. Next, I'm gonna probably reach on, or maybe not next pick, but the one after that, reach on Arroyo maybe, just to get my boys, to get them all lined up, and then now I got to go look and see where Brashard Smith is ranked, so I don't get out flanked on that. I got to look and see where, and I know I'm telling my strategy here for the snipers in the building. But no one's going to take him that early anyway. But all right. MAGA says, my bad. He's currently at rank 154 overall without QBs. And I think they are ranking him as a part-time player as of now. This includes defensive positions. Can you do one more thing? Mag, I know you've been... Can you sort... Well, it said 34 for wide receiver, I think is what he said. It doesn't sound like he's scoring big in this format, bro. Honestly, I believe that he's probably getting ranked like a normal wide receiver. If I had to guess, they're not giving him both sides of the ball. I almost feel like you're drafting him as a DB, and they have them as a duplicate copy as a wide receiver, or they're not giving you the points you think they are. Because there's no way he ranks 154 overall. And there's no way he ranks 34 amongst wide receivers if he gets DB work. I think there's something going on here. It does not sound right. If I were you, I would check it a little bit more.
Because on Sleeper, like, he's ranked, granted it's ADP, but as the number 30 wide receiver.
Yeah, that sounds...
Sleeper, and
his is 34.
That's without IDP.
Yeah, and his was 34. Defense. It's the exact ranking, 30, 34. That's exactly where yours was, Mag. So I don't think you're getting it, bro. The points. I don't think you're getting the points. Doesn't sound like it at all. Check with your commission. I almost guarantee you that you're not getting defensive points for his wide receiver role. Like, you probably have to start him in one position or the other, is what my guess is. Or there's 2 copies. There's no other explanation. And that's why I had you check, because if you're taking him number 1 overall and he's not scoring, you're going to be in some trouble. That's disappointing that there are platforms that aren't. You know what I also think, bro? You know what I think's happening? This isn't your, sleeper home league. This is a platform that we don't use here. We use Underdog. But you're using a platform, and just like Underdog doesn't make changes after the season starts, Underdog will not give him any sort of points for defensive scoring because They haven't all year, so they're not going to make a midseason change. I bet you that they're the same way. I bet you that they're separate. You either have to start him as a DB and get the DB. I'm almost guaranteed that this is correct. Almost guaranteed. Because this announcement happened after the fact, the season was already going in terms of cuts. On platforms like Underdog and other platforms, you're not able to use him as both. I'm almost guaranteeing you that if you start him at DB, you're getting DB points. You start him at wide receiver, you're getting wide receiver points. And that's disappointing. It's disappointing that platforms didn't look at this ahead of time and say to themselves, we're going to make an announcement that if something happens in this regard, we're giving points from both sides. That does suck that he's not a cheat coding your format. He's not. Doesn't that sound correct, guys? Because other platforms aren't doing it either. So it's not like he's playing on Sleeper here where he's got a commissioner. He's playing in a best ball like type tournament. So it's already locked in and nobody's getting points for anything. Cross points anyway.
Seems that way.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah. Well, I was asking a question about Henderson and Harvey. I'm a Harvey guy, but at any rate, I can flip a coin in terms of at their ADP, because where we're drafting Harvey and Henderson by comparison in terms of the receivers that are on the board, I'm taking Henderson and Harvey all day and twice on Sunday. And that is because of their flexibility, that PPR, the catching ability, and the touchdown equity. So, that's why I was basically kind of asking, because it seems like, what are they going, fourth round? And, depending on your build, in fact, I don't even care about the build. If they're there in that round versus what's on the board in that ADP, I'm jumping on them. But that's why I was asking that question.
Yeah.
Not so much from the standpoint of better, wasn't it? But I am a Harvey guy.
I like them both, man. It's a tough thing. The wind blows one way, I like one the other way. That's why I did that IG joke where I flipped the coin and the coin lands like this. But it's...
I didn't see that. Yeah, exactly.
Mag's now saying he has a commissioner, so it's not best ball platform. But, bro, my commissioner will customize the league to allow points for both sides. I assume he hasn't done it yet. Oh, no, bro. I don't like the sound of that.
That's sketchy. You got to see this. You got to see like the rules of scoring settings set in stone, and like you got to like make sure the league.
Yeah, that's so sketchy, bro. I could just see you spending. The bottom line is you don't know if it follows suit with every other format. Let me just give you this last piece of advice, Mag. If it follows the suit with other formats, he's 5 overall. He's 4 or 5. You could even take him 1 overall. And the reason I say that, and I have a video still to come, is that these platforms aren't projecting what I'm projecting for my offense. So they're being very, very coy and Mickey Mouse about his offensive projections. If he gets the projections that I think he's going to get on offense with the defensive scoring that they're giving him a safe number of defensive points, he finishes 1. But I would say rank him 4 or 5. Rank him 4 or 5, my boy. Okay, let's get into a weekly winner. Let's all hit it at the same time.
I'm not even done with this one yet.
Okay, we'll wait a second for Ron.
Last round.
Get it pulled up at least, guys. Underdog promo code Smitty. Don't click anything yet, or you're not going to get in the right draft. Play Underdog using this link and code Smitty. It's a $10 minimum. They'll give you 50% on your first deposit match. So you're going to get 5. If you do the minimum $10, you're going to get 5. If you do 2,000, they'll give you 1,000. All the way up to 1,000. You do 5,000, they're still only going to give you 1,000. They're going to give you a 50% match up to $1,000. So the 2,000 will get you 1,000. But it's a $10 minimum. So if you just want to do like one $10 draft, you're gonna be able to. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm on the clock. No, I'm done. I'm done with my team. Let me send my team to the screen here. Or let me just actually
real quick while you're doing that. I was just going to mention on Henderson. Another thing is he's in a Josh McDaniels offense. McDaniels loves using that. Like, he's like a prototypical bat for Josh McDaniels. If you think of, I've said it before, what he did with James White in that offense.
Yeah.
It's something to pay attention to. Henderson and Demario Douglas are both going to benefit a ton from that offense. Like, Douglas might catch 90 balls this year. He's going to be someone we might have to start talking about sooner than later.
Yeah, I like Douglas. I think Douglas is mainly because he's just got the experience. You know, they're going to lean on him. But I like Douglas more and more too. I like that. It's a good call. But Hendy could be a top 5 running back. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Harvey could be. I don't think both of them will be. One will be. I think they both will live in the 6 to 12 range. But one of them could be top 5. Now Harvey could catch 400 or 500 yards receiving. And a layman or a lazy take Lenny will say something like, he doesn't know how to block. He won't be out there on third downs. And then I just shake my head at you. And I say, you don't even deserve the meatloaf that your mom's slaving over right now. You know, and she's late making it because she had to stop and get batteries for your Game Boy. And, you know, you're sitting there acting like you know what's going on. Sean Payton's playing him on all 3 downs. I'm not saying he plays all 3 downs every series, every drive, every moment of every game, but Sean Payton is going to give him 40 to 50 to 60 receptions as a rookie, and he's going to get 400 to 550 yards, 400 to 550 receiving yards. That's how good Harvey's going to be. And people that don't think that haven't listened to his press conference, haven't listened to a thing, because he's already mapped this out. It's like somebody trying to tell me the sun didn't come up today. And I'm like, bro, we just saw it. We just saw it come up. It's crazy to me. People argue. They don't know what they're saying. And Hendy could catch 60 balls himself, maybe more. And he might be the best receiver on the team. Okay, let's get into a draft. Ron, I assume you're done. Go to the lobby, click on the weekly winners, hover over it. We'll wait for Ron. You're going to click the green button on weekly winners when I say.
Okay.
All right, everybody hover over weekly winners. Phone line is going to, if you're on the phone line, wait 4 seconds too, because I'm going to wait for, when I say go, wait 4 seconds, because I'm going to wait 4 seconds with the YouTube delay. All right, ready?
I'm going to try and get in.
All right, in 5 seconds, everybody in the chat is going to click it. And then the phone line, we're going to wait 4 seconds to get it all synced up. Boom, hit it in the chat. 1, this is the phone line. 2, 3, 4, hit it on the phone line. Weekly winners, 20 seconds. 5 more, 4 more, 2 more, 1 more. Drafting. Wow. I think it's so fast. I can't control it. It's so fast. There's just no way that I can possibly,
Yeah, you got the 6th spot, it looks like. I got the 9th spot. Rock Out got the 10th spot.
Rock Out. If anybody wants to get in on these next time, we do it every night at midnight. I know it's hard to get in, but it's still fun to draft, even if you don't get in. You're listening, you're deploying what we're talking about. Yeah, I got the 6th spot. We got New Age Outlaw in this one, Cameron in this one, Harrison in this one, Keegan in this one, Cam.
We got a lot of sniping going on.
PD, Rock Out, Bears, State. We got everybody. This entire draft is our people. the entire Lord save us.
This is gonna be fun.
Lord save us.
You ain't gonna get anybody you want. No combinations that you want at all in this draft.
Oh my god. Awful. This is gonna be the worst draft all of us have had.
Oh my god. It's gonna be like the draft.
Here goes Genty at 3, probably. Here goes Genty at 3. Travis Hunter at 7 overall.
Yeah, so far so all right. It's all right.
Weeklies. You know, JJ and weeklies is less risky because, you know, let's try that. I again, in non-weeklies, I'm not taking JJ at 6. I'm not. But weeklies, he could miss 4 weeks if, let's say, something came up and you're still in it. I don't know. Part of me still feels like I want to go. I almost wanted to
there
go.
Goes Genty.
Yeah, I didn't want to like. Yeah, if I could go back, I'd hit Genty. Even in weeklies, I don't know. I don't mind having a little JJ in weeklies though, because I'm not drafting him right now at all in non-weeklies because of the hamstring. But in weeklies, at least I know I can. I don't think he's gonna miss the entire year, even if he, let's say, pulls up lame in week 1. This lineup for me will be cooked until he comes back. But I do think. Yeah.
Well, I'm in the 6th spot in the weekly, and I grabbed Jefferson.
I'm torn on it. Even in weeklies, I'm torn on it because I want Genty. And I'm drafting Genty in non-weeklies in any other format at 5 all day long, let alone 6. But I think weeklies is fine. I know it sounds like I'm talking myself into it. I kind of am. But it's fine. It's okay. I'm okay. I'll be okay. Bucky at 14. Come on. I mean, he is going a little higher in weeklies, but good Lord. Who is that? It's probably Ray G. It's Bears. Chase Brown. You guys are a bunch of reaching mofos, man. Reaching mofos. You know what?
We knew it was gonna happen.
I'm just gonna go different. You're not gonna even recognize my team. You guys think you're gonna snipe me? I'll show you. I'll show you.
I'll show you.
Look, in weeklies, these are 2 players I'm concerned about drafting in non-weeklies, but in weeklies, I mean, Puka Nacua at 19 in a weeklies, I'm fine with that. There's going to be games where he goes crazy. Absolutely. Brock Bowers, AJ Brown. So Kyron at 17 is insane, bro. Who did that? Not that he can't earn it, but like, what was his ADP? Who's the 8 pick? Buzz. That's crazy, man. His ADP wasn't anywhere near. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing back there? What are we doing back there? Hey, Ma, get the meatloaf, Ma. You're doing a weeklies. Everyone's reaching, Ma. And even like JT, like, stop leaving me these players. I don't want them. I'm gonna go JD5. I'm going zero. I'm going zero.
You're gonna do that.
I'm going 0 RB. I don't do 0 RB. Yeah, it looks good though in weeklies. I feel pretty good. I don't know what it's going to look like later, but
JT is not bad for weeklies.
What?
I know JT will have some spike weeks and weeklies. When you say
who? I couldn't hear you. Oh, JT. Yeah, yeah, but I just. I mean, look, JD.
I don't have a problem the way you went.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, Joe Burrow in the 3rd.
I never go week. Come on, Joe Burrow. He probably goes like the 4 or 5 turn, I imagine, in weeklies. But you guys are gonna leave. There's gonna be players available that should not be available at this rate. I don't know who I'm looking at, or what I'm gonna be doing out here. This
It's
is wild.
crazy.
I feel like
West.
it's like a clown show. Like where can you imagine? Because our community, I say this again, our community is the best community. We know the most ball out of anybody. But when you get us in a room together, we climb over each other's backs and we just completely disregard the rules and how things should go. And it's just a snipage. The Kyron at 17, Joe Burrow at 34. I venture to say in weeklies, Chase Brown's not near 16. This is just let's just snipe the hell out of these guys. And part of me's flattered. I'm flattered that the show guys are, there's much influence the show has on this draft right now. But Pickens,
It's a weekly, like you said, doesn't matter.
I don't know what to do here. Like Kamara is the highest ranked running back left. I don't want to dig down so deep where I'm contributing to it. And it's weeklies. He can get hurt. I think he drops off by week 10. But JJ Puka, JD5 Kamara for maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances at 20K. I mean, it's okay. I don't mind this. I do not like Kamara in non-weeklies, just so everyone is very, very abundantly clear. I'm not trying to condone this situation. I'm not trying to condone the reach-a-thon that we got going here. This is just so bad. It's so bad. Anybody that's just checking in, I wanna say I do not condone the way this draft is going.
We knew it was going to be like this.
Jeez.
There goes the reach on Hunter.
The reach-a-thon has begun. Reach-a-thon. I mean, why would I think Trey Henderson, who's 8, 9, 10 spots away, would make it to that pick? Why would I? I mean,
He wouldn't.
He won't. He can't.
Nope.
I guess give me DK Metcalf. We got hero RB going. I'm taking best player. You will not derail me. Who are you right now, Smitty? This isn't you. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Start taking Hunter and Harvey in the 4th round and condone this behavior? I like my team, though, in weeklies. I do. I'd never draft this. Well, I'm not saying I'd never draft this exact team. I'd never draft Kamara in the 4th round, ever. Except for in weeklies. And I wouldn't probably do it because players I like would be there. And as much as I wanted to go Harvey or Handy there, it's bad example. It's bad practice. It's a bad influence on my following to be taking players 16 picks ahead of ADP. I'm just going to do what I can. Debo in round 5, what are you doing? Good Lord. Who was that? Oh, Rock Out. Sorry, Rock Out. It's not really everyone's fault at this point because, I mean, what are we going to do? You know, wouldn't be surprised if Debo was the highest ranked guy because everybody pulled everyone. And there's no, I mean, you guys took all the RBs. I mean, I'm just going to keep taking, let's try best player available. Let's keep doing best player available. My team looks fire in weeklies, by the way. JJ Puka, JD5, Kamara, DK, Sam Laporta. You know, going hero RB or zero RB in weeklies is the best format to do it in, though, because if you get that Dylan Sampson, Bashal Tootin to go in and be a starter for 5 weeks straight, and you stack those other positions, that is some of the best recipe and formula action for a weekly winner. I mean, this team is straight fire because of the reaching, though. I think I'm putting on a clinic on don't let the the clownship behavior take you off course. Just stay the course, draft the best player you can find, do it live, do it well, on the clock now. I guess I'll just take Jordan Mason here. He wasn't that near the top, but I was timing out, and he was like the 4th running back ranked. So Kamara, Mason could be good for some touchdowns. Harvey at the 4. What is that? 410, 49. 4.9. Come on. You're done. All 11 of you are done. Ron, what's your team look like? I've been making fun of the reaching, and I didn't even know what draft slot you're in.
I'm in
How many times did I tear apart your picks?
I got Mahomes, Achan, Brown, ETN, McLaurin, Pickens, and then Buka.
So even in a snipe environment, see, Buka only went in the 6th round.
Ron, you're high on ETN still.
This draft is Ron.
Best available running back at the time.
Damn it, Ron took ETN, so now he's going to claim that he has all the Jaguar running backs when I'm targeting the Jaguar running backs as my running back stable. How am I gonna navigate this now, Ron? I just don't think ETN's
take him. No, you can take him. I'm not gonna get mad at you. Go ahead, take the other Jacksonville running back.
Ron says that. We'll see.
You can.
We'll see. Charbonnet, bro. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Who took Charbonnet? Is that you, Ron?
No, that wasn't me. I took Scatterboot.
I mean, I'm going to time out over this. So I actually took Addison. And Ron, you'd be proud of me. I haven't drafted Addison in a long time. But I did that because I got JJ. And I feel like that's kind of a good weekly's stuff.
This chaos is fun though, and hey, it forces you to pick different players. That's for sure.
Yeah, but bro, where did Bo Nix go? I'm just curious. Bo Nix went in the 6th round. Who in their right mind took Bo Nix, a 9th or 10th round player, in the 6th round? It's probably gonna be Rock Out, and I'm yelling at him. Who took Bo Nix? Buzz, you have reached the entire draft, my boy.
What year?
Well, really, he only reached on the last 3 picks, I guess. Bo, Ingram. Kyron. Oh yeah, Kyron was a huge reach, bro. And I love Kyron. I'm just saying, this is a reach-a-thon.
Worthy in the 4th.
Welcome to the Reach-a-thon, everyone. Please gather around. I don't even know what to do. At this point, it doesn't matter. At this point, I'll just take Rendo in round 9. I mean, he's not going to be there next round anyway. Got to take your guy at this point. Screw ADP.
Right.
ADP's done now. This draft's going to get thrown out because there's there's too many nonsensical picks combined. They're going to think something's up. They're going to go, there's no way that this amount of reaching on all 12 levels would happen. And so we're going to get an email. It says your draft has been canceled. Who dat Lolo dropping? Who dat Lolo? You still here?
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you for the super chat, my boy. Thank you so much. The $20 hauler. Who dat? Are you still here, bro? And then Max said Shipley thoughts. I like Shipley, but I'm not drafting a lot of them. There's other players around his ADP that are just better. Like every time, there's never a spot where I'm like, oh, I'm taking Shipley because I got Rashard Smith. I like Corey Krosky Merritt. I love all those players. Dylan Sampson, et cetera, et cetera. This one right here, Sup Smitty, back for another year. Hope all is well. Who dat Lolo? Love seeing you here, bro. Love seeing your super chat. I really appreciate your super chat. And he says, yes, sir, I'm here. How do I do a 12-man 0.5 PPR Burrow CD? Or how did you do? Burrow CD, Rashee Rice, Love, Kyron Hampton, Ingram, Travis Hunter, Scattaboo, Addison, Charbonnet, Buka. You crushed it. Blue, Garendo. What'd you break into my house and steal my cheat sheet? Who dat Lolo? What's going on there? Jaden Blue. Who would have thought Jaden Blue would have landed at my draft slot there? Nobody.
Smitty squad.
There's no way he's gonna fall. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting at that point. Now, I am swinging for the fences at RBs. I have to because I went 0 RB. So, Kamara, Jordan Mason, Isaac Garendo, Dylan Sampson. These are pretty good bets, but in weeklies, of course, my team would never make it in a non-weeklies. This would be a trash team. But the fact that all I need is Kamara to do it for, just give me like 4 or 5 shots at it, or 10 or 8, whatever he can do. And then all I need is Mason, Garendo, Dylan Sampson, whoever I pull in to just have that pop week to go along with the insane roster that I have outside of the running backs, because my roster is absolutely ludicrous. I'll show you right here. JJ weekly winners. Remember, I'm not drafting JJ over Genty unless it's weekly winners. Genty, Puka, JD5, Alvin Kamara, DK, Sam Laporta, Jordan Mason, Jordan Addison. I never draft Jordan Addison either. The suspension, all of that gets thrown out the window in weeklies. I mean, you got less shots at the 20K, but it's all about winning one individual week. There's no accumulation of points. There's no playoffs. No one week is tied to another. It's a reset. Every single week is a reset. Really, Bigsby? Really? 7, 8 running backs down? Really? I'll grab Likely, who's out for time. Doesn't matter. He comes back. Hopefully he goes off. God, you guys are just
What's a
sniping.
crazy stat about Addison? I was just looking at his how many touchdowns he has in his career.
Who?
Addison averages a touchdown every 7 catches in his career.
Yeah. I mean, having him and JJ cuffed together is kind of cool. It's kind of a good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Shipley thoughts? Yeah, I already answered that one. Thank you, Lolo. Your team's fire, bro. Looks like my team that I draft. Yeah, this is a ridiculous draft. But I don't mean to keep complaining like it sounds like I'm being a poor sport about it. I'm not. I'm just it becomes a useless draft for people to look at. It doesn't help anybody. And so like I'm trying to get people to stop doing it so that when we draft the next one, it's not about that I care about the entry. Not to mention, I think my team's fire, but it doesn't, I'm trying to get people to try and draft normal. Like, this is not disciplined at all. This is kind of like the Bears practice right now, where Ben Johnson's like, that's what I feel like. I feel like Ben Johnson watching the Chicago Bears practice and just fumble the ball around. Looks like a JV team out here. You guys got all the talent in the world, in my opinion. That's what Ben Johnson's going to say. Brashard Smith in the 11th round. Come on, bro. Come on. Who is that? Is that the same guy? And of course he took Tuden. Jeez. The problem is everyone's probably smiling like they're proud of this moment. Like, I took him from Smitty. I ruined my $4 entry by sniping him early. JJ McCarthy. Sick Nasty, did that make you happy? I got Addison, I got JJ. Why not JJ McCarthy on this team?
Wow.
Turning over a new leaf for one night. For one night. JJ Puka.
I don't think Sick Nasty's in here to see it either.
What would you rank this team? You can be honest if you don't like the way the running backs shook out, but what would you rank this team 1 to 10? JJ, Puka, JD5, Alvin Kamara, it's weekly winners. DK Metcalf, Sam Laporta, Jordan Mason, Jordan Addison, Isaac Guerrero. Whoops. Hold on. Isaac Guerrero, Jordan Addison, like I said, Dylan Sampson, Isaiah Likely, JJ McCarthy. So far, what would you rank that? Both of you. Yeah, DJ, you're there.
Wait, who are your quarterbacks? JJ and who?
JJ McCarthy, JD5. Yeah, JJ McCarthy and JD5. And I got Addison and JJ.
Because it's weekly, I'd give it like an 8. I mean, only because you're counting on, you're gambling on a couple running backs to come around, but I believe those running backs come around.
Yeah. What if Guerendo's in there, for even 4 weeks, and
Right.
Kamara's still...
Or like Sampson. If Kamara's playing well and Sampson comes out of the gate hot, like, you're all set.
Jeez. This is crazy, man. What in the hell are you guys doing? I don't even know what to do here. I'm just gonna reach. I know their choice though. The problem that we're at now is I gotta take Thornton at 13 instead of like 15 or 14 or wherever he's going right now, because you guys are leaving all the players we all know none of us like, and there's every position has like 10 guys that no one's touching. It's like 10 guys that no one's touching. Arroyo going in 13 instead of 15, 16, 17. I mean, this is a circus. Absolute circus.
Well, you're faring better than I am. I keep timing the fuck out. Pardon me. Sorry.
They're gonna
she got out.
Someone's gonna get an email on this. They're like, "This draft looks funny. Can you look into this?" And they're gonna pull it
well,
up.
that's how frustrated I was like, yeah, hold up. I gotta work on this more. The 20-second clock is killing me.
Yeah, likely isn't draftable unless it's round 7. That's not true, Thorny. Your Corey Krosky Merritt, last round pick going in round 14. See, like, what do you do at this point? There's nothing you can do. I don't even know where to go from here. Jerome Ford, because I got Dylan Sampson. I mean, he's the 5th ranked running back. I'm trying not to perpetuate this reach-a-thon. Why not? Why not protect my running back room a little bit, I guess? Jerome Ford and Sampson, I suppose. I mean, there's no quarterbacks left. There's no. This is insane. What's up, Rockout? What did you do, Rockout? What kind of damage did you do to this? Let's see here. Rockout's got Amon-Ra, Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow. Oh, he was the Joe Burrow round 3. Although his ADP's a little higher. T. Higgins.
It was higher.
Joe Burrow and T. Higgins together in the 3-4 is pretty good, though. Like that's not bad. Debo, you took Debo in 5. That was crazy early. All you guys triggered this massive wave together, though. Jennings, Tony Pollard, Tyler Warren, Ray Davis, Goff. You didn't really do Corey Krosky merit was super high, Rockout. But I understand. I mean, at this point, what do we do?
It's not the way I liked.
There's nothing else we can do. Like, we're literally looking at a string of players that everyone's leaving for everybody else. And you can't. There's nothing to do but scroll. I'm going to cue Roshan Johnson.
Yeah, the second round caused the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't know what to even do here. I queued Roshan. I'm just going to let Roshan time out. I mean, at least he's not 50 picks down. I'm trying to kind of pick within the realm. Hey, Roshan's got a shot. He's got a shot.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's true.
Roshan, he had 6 touchdowns on 53 carries. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's got a shot. But this is a really. I mean, my team is a week for those that don't know what's going on. This is a weekly winner contest, which means that you could literally have all of your players out, suspended, like in the case of Isaiah Likely. If he's injured and he misses 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, doesn't matter. I mean, it matters because you wouldn't have him for those $20,000 races in week 1 and week 2 and week 3. But every week is a completely compartmentalized draft or a league in a way. Week 1 is its own league, 20K winner. Week 2 has nothing to do with week 1 or nothing to do with week 3. Week 2 is a 20K winner, a 10K second place, highest scoring team. What do I have in terms of, you know who's looking pretty good right now is Cedric Tillman. He's getting a lot of work and depends who's throwing the rock to him though. Flacco looks like he's connecting well.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland trades Pickett.
They're not getting it. Pickett, Ron.
Like New Orleans. Huh?
That was cute.
No, they need to get rid of some quarterbacks there. They should trade him.
Trade
him away.
What?
Ron, you're a loyal man, Ron. You are a loyal man.
I'm not saying anything. I said they should get rid of him.
You said trade him.
They're going to get rid of a quarterback. They can't keep 4.
You should trade him.
They should trade him.
I agree. They should trade him, but no one will take him in a trade.
Just wait for him to be cut.
Well, sure they would. He's got starting history. No different than
every other crappy backup.
Yeah. Well, look at what's his name? Zabisky. Now that he's back with Buffalo, he's looking good again in camp.
Trubisky?
Zabisky. Yeah, he's back up Allen.
You are the keeper of the underdogs. I respect it.
He is. Ron protecting Kenny Pickett at all costs. I love it.
No, I'm not protecting him. How am I protecting him?
You're putting those.
Would you rather Pickett be ahead of George Sanders there in Cleveland? Or would you rather have Flacco and then Shador be the backup because if Flacco gets injured, Shador's in there. If you have Pickett, if you keep Pickett there, then you got one more obstacle for Shador.
So I think the point is that I don't know if anyone will trade for.
I know. I'm not really arguing any of that, Ron. I'm just saying no one's trading for Kenny Pickett, and you're bringing it into like you don't think it'd be good for. Okay. I'm not. Yeah, I just think. I mean, if you're paying by hand size, his contract, he's getting way overpaid. Number one, they're gonna want to cut that in half. You did love Kenny Pickett for a while, and I think there's some loyalty breaking through. You got mad at him.
Yeah, I did.
You did get mad at him, but you forgave him. You forgave him. That's for sure. I don't even know what to do at this point with this team. I think it's trashed.
Yeah.
I had a good shot. I had a really good. If there wasn't the snipage going on, I probably wouldn't have landed what I landed anyway, I guess. But it got crazy there at the end, and if I would have just landed a couple of those RBs, like Harvey or Hendy would have fallen to me, it was over. But there's just no shot that they were going to. I'm going to take Sean Tucker here just in case something happened. He would explode. I love Sean Tucker. We liked him a lot as a rookie, and then he kind of simmered on us for a while. Similar to Kyron. Super high on Kyron as a rookie, then he got hurt, and then it was like you're waiting on him, and you grow a little impatient, but Sean Tucker got out there and did what we kind of thought he would do when he was a prospect, a rookie.
I kind of like my team.
Let's see Ron's team. I started to love my team. I still think my team has a lot of firepower, but like I need a couple crazy things to happen. All right, Ron, you're drafting from the what spot are you in? Let me go across the teams. JJ Hill, Garrett Wilson, James Cook, Chuba, Connor, Brian Robinson, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. Kind of feel like team one was like the least of the reachers, that I can see so far at a glance. I don't think you went crazy on anything. You were trying to like stay afloat, Bijan, Josh Allen, Trey McBride started off really strong. Kenneth Walker, Travis Hunter, that is New Age Outlaw. I think he also didn't participate in the reach-a-thon. He did pretty good. And that's a good team. Saquon, A.J. Brown, Lab McConkey, Jalen Hurts, J-Mo, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Shakir, Cooper Kupp. Who was that? That's Dexter. It started off pretty good, and it's pretty solid. Jahmyr Gibbs, Lamar, Josh Jacobs, R.J. Harvey, Calvin Ridley, Stephon Diggs, Jaden Reed, Aaron Jones. You see how everybody's team gets flat right around round 6? It's because of all the reaching. CeeDee Lamb, Brock Bowers, Breece Hall. It's all really top-heavy. Mike Evans, Trey Henderson, DJ Moore, Travis Kelce. That's a pretty good team, though. Godwin and Drake May. I like that squad from the 6th spot. That is who? Who's in the 6th spot? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or no. Not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5 spot, sorry. 5 spot was that was the sniper. Who was in the 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Harrison. Sorry, Harrison. Harrison was in that spot. Harrison, nice job. Lamar. And Harrison's won this 20K once from our community. We've had four, I think 4 or 5 people, at least 4, from our community that have won the 20K. Harrison won the 20K. So Harrison, nice job. I like the team. It's unfortunate that you had to, like this, had the reaching not happened. I think the Calvin, Diggs, Jaden Reed, Aaron Jones, Mark Andrews. Or no, I'm sorry, the Lamb one. Lamb, Bowers, Breece, Mike Evans, Trey Henderson, DJ Moore. Like from that point on, like you would have got a better quarterback. You would have got I like it. My team was JJ Puka, JD5, Kamara, weekly winners again. I don't draft Kamara, but in weeklies, DK, Sam Laporta. I couldn't have started off hotter. I mean, that's a crazy top 6. JJ Puka, JD5, Kamara, DK, Sam Laporta going hero RB, and then it's just like nothing left. It's all sniped. Mason, Jordan Addison, Isaac Garendo, I mean, if Garendo gets in there or Mason with Kamara, I mean, I could easily have one of those weeks. I mean, at least something that scores some points. I mean, some big money could be in there. Could be in the mix. It could get second place, third place, fourth place. Who the hell knows? I mean, if Garendo is starting, that team could really ball out. I don't mind it. As a weekly team, I don't mind it. Triple RB from the 7, which would be Cam. This is Dragon Spot from the 7. Genty, McCaffrey, JT, Adams, Cortland Sutton, Zay Flowers, Baker. That could have a week where that goes crazy. Who's this? Buzzkill. Neighbors, Kyron, Buzzkill on the pick there. MHJ, Worthy, Tet, Bo and 6 is crazy. I love him. I'm not saying I don't love him. I just his ADP. Evan Ingram, Zach Charbonnet. I mean, it's a good team. Like, could it all come together for 1 week? Yeah, like Charbonnet or Benson get in there. I could see it happening. So for weekly winners, it could still go crazy. Achan, Jamar Chase. Who was this? TD Strikers. This is Ron Navy. Let's see how Ronnie Boy did. Achan, Chase Brown, McLaurin, George Pickens, Pat Mahomes, Egbuka, ETN, Cam Scatterboot, Trey Harris, etc. Pretty good, Ron. I like it.
Man, you never know.
Amon-Ra, Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Debo, Caleb Johnson. You know, it's kind of funny. You look at these teams, and at the end of it all, because everybody just reached, you know, as they went, the team still look kind of good, you know. Nico, Bucky, Hampton, Rasheed Rice, Devontae Smith, Pacheco, Kyler, still a good team. I like it. BT, Drake London, George Kittle, JSN. I don't like the RBs though. Swift, Monty, Dak, Fields and Spears. Don't love those RBs, but I love how it started. It's good squads. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Mac with one more
Yeah.
super chat. So no to Mania 25. Hell no, bro. I've done 3 drafts. So I'm out of here. Thank you, though. On DK and Prime. You know, as we get deeper in, this is where like Ron will be like, he'll challenge it. You know, I'll drop a super chat if you do another draft. Like, we'll get there. We're August 1's Friday. I think that's when you're going to be able to sneak another draft out of me. We're getting there. August 1, it should pop off. Probably in the 8 p.m. show, probably have 500 plus. Maybe we might even get like 700, 900. I think some nights of live viewers at any one moment during the whole. I hope it gets popping at 8 p.m. Eastern every Monday through Friday here on August 1. We're already getting to the 3, 4, 5 territory of live congruent viewers at any one moment on the 8 p.m. show. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your sniping partners. All right, boys. Anything else from any one of you rather than go around the phone line? I'm just going to hang up on all you at once. Rock out. Did you have any final thoughts or anything you want to say?
Can I give you my eliminator team?
Sure.
All right. Quarterback, Dak Prescott, Penix, Rogers. Running back, Kyle Williams, Harvey, Pacheco, Rashard Smith, Lil Bill, Ricard Hunter, and then wide receiver, Lamb, London, Sutton, Mbuka, Trey Harris, Kyle Williams, tight end, Andrews, Goddard, Ferguson.
I think I like it. I can't even retain it right now, to be honest. I heard a lot of it, but I don't know. I don't really, just being honest, I don't really know. Kyron, I heard Kyron in there.
Like my top 2 wide receivers is Lamb and London.
Lamb, London, Kyron, and who's your Pacheco? I heard Harvey. I remember Harvey. I remember Dak.
Harvey. Yeah.
Penix. I remember Penix Jr. I remember some of it. It's a good
Andrews,
team.
Goddard.
Mm-hmm.
Rockwood always has good teams.
Yeah.
Yep. Appreciate it.
All right. See you later, Rock Out. Thank you, DJ. Any final 10-second thoughts?
No, I was gonna read off my team, but I'll save it for tomorrow. And I appreciate you.
You can do it real quick. Go ahead. Read it off real quick.
Fair enough. Daniels, Richardson, Daniel Jones at QB. Kamara, Johnson, Stevenson, Ford, Johnson.
Who you got? Kamara and who? Who are your running backs?
Sean Johnson.
Who your running? Who your two?
Alvin Kamara
And who?
and Caleb.
Caleb Johnson. Okay, so really light RB. Okay. What are your receivers?
Yeah. Jefferson, Hunter, Olave, Shakir, then Downs, Coleman, Pittman, and Savion. Tight end, Bowers and Jackson.
Not bad.
So I had taken Bowers, right? Second round. That was my challenge.
Yeah, I think it's
that tough taking Bowers in a second. But anyway, yeah, that's my squad. Now I'm looking at the points or whatever. I'm like ranked number 2 in terms of the weekly average, right? But we can't go on that.
No, that don't ever go off. Don't ever go off.
Exactly. But
who's making all that noise in the background? What is going on? Is someone wrestling somebody in the background? Like, it sounds like someone's. Say, Uncle. Here's.
Gentlemen, I appreciate you. Good
later,
stuff.
DJ.
Thanks, Smitty.
Later,
Thanks,
bro.
Watt. Thanks, Travis. Ron. Later, team.
Later,
later.
DJ.
All right,
DJ.
Ron, Navy, or Travis. Anything else?
I'm good. I'll talk to you guys later. See you, Rob. Bye, Smitty.
Later, man. What, Ron?
Is this? Are you gonna get any of the Huskies?
I don't know. I'll look at it.
I mean, those drafts you got to do by yourself because you can't do it on the community.
I think I want to get some.
Well,
talk.
for one, they're $40, but
yeah,
I like check out the format because you start out with 12 and top 3 teams make it through the first round, and then in the second round the top 2 teams make it, and that's like I want to say 16
I don't know.
round.
I'll look at it.
It's a really good format. So
all right,
check it out. It's a good.
All right,
format.
Ron. Appreciate you. Later.
All right, get some sleep or try to.
Later.
Later.
This isn't a bad team. It's just the snipers made it hard to. I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't have got Puka with JJ in a weeklies, and this is weeklies. I'm not drafting just so anybody doesn't think I'm changing my tune on being worried about JJ in a non-weeklies, but this team is pretty cool. It's just the running back snipage made to where all I needed was one RB. I just need to, and I still might get it. And this is weeklies. Remember, it doesn't matter. Just 1 week is all you need. There's no correlation between all the weeks. There's no playoffs. There's no total points. There's nothing. It's just how many teams or who has the highest scoring week each individual week. It's $20,000, and you don't get to redraft or anything like that. It's just the team you draft to try and outscore everybody each individual week. Second place gets $10K every week. So if JD5, JJ. Let me just make this bigger so it doesn't confuse people. You see the names repeated. So here's the quarterbacks. Here is the wide receivers and tight end room. And bye weeks don't matter at all because you're literally like, who cares if they're all on the same bye week? The better, because then you just out that week. But JD5, JJ Puka, DK, Jordan Addison, solid. Laporta. I don't care about likely really in this format at all. And then I just took as many shots at RB as I could because I'm counting on JJ Puka and DK or JJ Puka and Addison anyway. I'm not winning unless those guys pop off. And so Kamara's probably good and I project he does drop off this year, but in a weeklies, maybe he gives me 8-10 weeks before he does that, like Mixon last year. So all I need, my flex might be a RB2. You never know. But all I need is Garendo, Dylan Sampson, who I've got cuffed to Ford, Roshan, Barkley goes down, Shipley, Tucker. But it probably is coming from Mason, Garendo, or Sampson, my scoring. I just need one of those guys to pop off. Maybe Addison and JJ both do well in a given week, and my flex is going to be Addison. So it's got a shot. I mean, it has a shot. Not my favorite team, not my traditional team, but in a weekly winner, I mean. All right. I appreciate you all. Dose. I'll be live. I'm live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'm live whenever big news breaks, in addition to that 8 p.m. show every weekday. And then I'm live at midnight almost every single night. You know what I'm saying? See you all later. Appreciate you. And we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know that I'll have a video in the morning tomorrow, but we'll do several videos tomorrow, so don't worry. Thank you to all my super chatters. Thank you, Ron, for the $20 hauler. Thank you, Who Dat Lolo, for the $20 hauler. Thank you, Mac, for the double at the bottom of the super chats there. Robert, Mag, appreciate you, Maga. Jaime, Carmine, Mac again, and Dragon. Appreciate you all.